Yo, what's going on? Welcome to episode 101 of the Ultimate Ironman. I don't know why, I just wanted to say 101, it sounds really cool. Last video, we started using up the supplies from Zora, most notably the grapes. We had like 16.7k of them, and we used all of them up and got to level 97 cooking. Not quite 99, but we will eventually get 99 just through cooking the sharks while doing PVM. I also saved all the coconuts from Zora, and I started collecting cactus spines last video. We have almost 1.6k coconuts, but we're only at like 800 cactus spines. So we only got about halfway there. And I guess I'll keep on collecting cactus spines throughout this video, because each of those potions will be 165 XP each, which will be a nice little chunk of Herblore XP. But this video, as you can probably tell by the title and the thumbnail, I imagine this will be the Vorkath video. So first thing we have to do though is go to Nightmare Zone and get the Salve Amulet Imbue. We need 800,000 Nightmare Zone points, so I don't think it would take too long. I'll probably get a little bit beyond that just so we'll have extra points left over. That's why I'm like almost naked now, by the way. And of course, we're gonna grab our handy dandy Durox out of the stash unit here. Every time I want to grab that, I do have to go all the way through the Barrow's Crypt each time. And then to put it back, I also have to go through the Barrow's Crypt each time. We've not had much use for this. I only used it the one time when we were killing Giant Mole, but I've never used it for Nightmare Zone before. So this will be really good, supposedly. Okay, so we currently have 227,000 Nightmare Zone points. We need 800k, so yeah, I'm going to set up all the monsters and grab out the absorptions and overloads. Oh, I have to grab the locator orb too. I'm going to grab the orb and then come back and do all this, and I'll see you once we have enough points in a couple hours. Or an hour, but maybe I'll take a couple hours. We'll see. I'm in here for 1 second and I messed up already. I accidentally took my hit points too low. Okay, let's try again. At least we have the quest cape, so it's a little bit cheaper than it usually would be. Well, due to what we'll call unfortunate circumstances, we're going to cut it off right here. We actually averaged way more points per hour than I thought. We've been here for like half an hour, and we got over 500k Nightmare Zone points. So we have 900k plus in total. So I'm happy with that. We can always come back in the future whenever we have to imbue more stuff. Now let's go get our salve. Okay, and the Durox is stored away. I've never used the salve on this account or like found a route to get it, but I think this will be a really fast way to get. So we buy the Mauritania legs, then we teleport to Berg de Rot, and then run west, climb over the thing, and the haunted mine is right over here. Then we go into the cart tunnel, and once you have the quest done, I think the haunted mine quest, you just go straight through the cart tunnel right here, and then you could chisel off the crystal thingy for the salve. We'll string that, and then teleport back to the POH. And because we have the Tarn's Lair mini quest done, we can just grab his diary right from the bookcase in the POH, then use that on the salve. Now it's enhanced. Wait, no, it's enchanted, not enhanced, right? Does it say enchanted? Yeah. So if you didn't know what the Salve Amulet does, it increases your attack and strength by 15% against undead monsters, and Vorkath counts as an undead monster. And then when you enchant it, right over here with the Salve, that's increased to 20%. And then when you imbue it, which is why we're imbuing it, it also makes it apply to range and mage, because we will be using range. And just like that, we have our enchanted, imbued Salve Amulet. Oh yeah, that's also another reason why I want to do this, because that was an elite already task. So we have that task done and out of the way. And it didn't used to be blue. They changed that so you can actually tell which one is the EI versus the regular ones. And here is the stats of it too, if you're curious. It has a little bit of prayer bonus, which is kind of cool. The best device we can get from Ava is the accumulator, because to get the assembler, we need a Vorkath's head. And the head from Vorkath is 1 out of 50 drop rate. But on the 50th kill, not 100, not 150, not any other multiple of 50, but only on the 50th kill, there's a guaranteed head drop. So that's kind of what we're going to be going for, but for now, we have the accumulator. So besides just having better stats, the Ava's accumulator also saves more arrows for you. So if you didn't know already, 20% of arrows or darts or any kind of ammunition always breaks on impact, but with the assembler, the other 80% is always saved no matter what. Nothing will ever fall on the ground. However, with the accumulator, you'll save 72%, but 8% of your ammunition will fall on the ground. And a lot of time, it's kind of annoying to pick that up. So beyond just having better stats, it is better for saving ammo, which I feel like will be very important as a UIM, especially because darts can be kind of annoying to make, and we'll probably have to go a little bit out of the way in the future to make more. But we're gonna go Suicide to Hispori, and then I'll just see you back once we're gearing up, and I'll show you why I'll be wearing what I'm wearing, and why my inventory will be the way that it will be. For some reason, the regular Trident of the Seas is tradable when it's charged up, but the Trident of the Swamp is not, so we have to uncharge it here, and we'll get a few things back. Yeah. Oh, that's actually good. That actually works out really well because we need chaos runes for Crumble Undead. Okay, I'm actually glad we had to do that. Hey, looks like we can knock out one more tree run before we put these papaya saplings in the bag for today. I'm not sure if the Imbued Heart would help at Vorkath for maybe like extra magic defense or something, but we only have one spot left in here. And I want to keep the Dragon Chain Body out, so that way if we do get the Dragon Plate Skirt early on, like before we even get the head, we can just build that stash unit right away. Whereas with the Imbued Heart, yeah, it's just going to go in the looting bag. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of nervous about the inventory space because I'll have each of these potions out as well. I could maybe pre-pot, but we'll just see how it goes with inventory and having enough food. Oh yeah, and the Dragon Plate Skirt is a 1 out of 75 drop, so there's a good chance we won't get that before we get a Vorkath head. But you know, on the bright side, at least we'll be getting a lot of alcohols because as I've been mentioning for the last quite a few videos now, we need 40 mil GP for 99 construction, and we're currently sat at, I think it's 22 mil. I could set my house to Relica, and that'd be a decent way to get there. We don't have the Fremnik Sea Boot to teleport there, unfortunately. But what I'll be doing is teleporting to Waterbirth Island for my Nexus, traveling with Jarvald, and it takes you just a couple docks away from where the Vorkath dock is. Is it right over here, I think? I really don't have much experience with Vorkath. I've done maybe like 20 kills on the main. Yeah, it's this guy right here. So like I know how to kill the boss. The mechanics really are not that difficult. For me, it'll just be a matter of like whether or not we have enough food to get through it. I also don't know how to Wookswalk, so maybe that could be a little bit of an issue in terms of like getting some DPS in so we don't run out of food. But yeah, like I keep saying, we'll just see how it goes. Right, so here is my very scuffed, very cringe setup. So as you can see, we're not using Void because I want to use the Serp Helm. That's because while we could boost to make anti-venoms, I don't think it's worth the time or worth the resources. You need 87, so we could boost with the pie to make that, but I don't think it's really worth it. And unfortunately, we cannot make anti-venom pluses because we need a way higher herb level for that, so Elite Void's probably out of the question. I'd really rather not have to spend a bunch of time collecting super anti-poisons by Castle Wars. You may have noticed that we do not have any kind of anti-dragon shield, and let me direct you over here to this wiki page for the Dragon Fire. This is a really useful little, I don't know what you call it, like a spreadsheet or something, because it seems like every single kind of dragon in the game has their own unique, like, necessary kind of anti-fire slash shield slash prayer combination, which is really weird. But you can see Vorkath is all the way on the right here. The only way to take 0 damage would be to have a super anti-fire, which we are very far away from being able to make. The next option would be taking 10 damage. So you can see we could just have the potion and the shield, and we'd use the RCB then. But if I was using RCB, I'd only have broad bolts, and I feel like that wouldn't really be worth it because the blowpipe's so much faster. I did the DPS, and it's almost double the DPS to have a blowpipe. So that's why we're going with this option right over here, the anti-fire potion and the magic prayer. So all the fire breath related attacks will do 20 damage, or a max of 20 damage. Yeah, we'll see, man, we'll see. Okay, and then the last thing I want to show is the difference between using range and melee if we were to use the Hasta. I think I entered most of this stuff in here right. I probably actually wouldn't even use super strength, but we can leave that in there. Either way, it's very comparable. But the thing is, the blowpipe's new, and I want to have some fun with it. I think blowpipe will be a lot of fun. And if we used Hasta, we'd be taking the melee hits, but we wouldn't be taking as much Dragonfire damage, so that's the trade-off there. But yeah, we're going to be going with the blowpipe. But enough talking. Let me stop like going over all these numbers and data and spreadsheets and stuff. We'll just send it right on in there. Oh yeah, we've got the Dust Staff for the Crumble Undead for the spawn. In the blowpipe, we've got Addy Darts and plenty of scales, as you can see. I guess we're all good to go. GL. Alright, first ever post-quest Vorkath kill. I'm so glad that we can actually do this, and we have like all this food left over still, so we are good. We got probably the worst possible drop. I think I'll just be using these bones on the altar. I'm going to leave the hides on the ground too. I'm going to use the bones on the POH altar after each inventory. It's really not worth the time doing anything else with them, but 4-minute kill, and I guess you want to see before and after the what was in the blowpipe. That's what we got now. Yeah, so we lost 50 darts apparently, 50 Addy darts from that. Wait, let's see how much XP we get for each of these. That is 375 per XP. Not bad, not bad. That is pretty bad compared to what you could get otherwise. But I guess we'll also be going through 1 dose of each of these potions each kill. Yeah, I'll probably just do 1 kill trips anyways. It's not worth like trying to do 2 kills with like what we're working with here. Yeah, cool. We'll keep it going then. I'll see you back with, I don't know, cool drops or PBs or something. Yo, kill number 2. I didn't have to use any prayer pot at all. That's pretty cool. I guess I could like learn how to 1-tick prayer flick and maybe do it that way. Yo, rune dart tips. That's actually, we could just start using those actually for the next kill. Hell yeah. And it's a PB, 3.5 minutes. Dude, we're just improving all over the place. Also for these dragon hides, I think it drops a lot of noted dragon hides, so I'll just drop all those over to the main. No use for me to do anything with them. Wait a second. Never mind, we're not going to be making rune darts. Never mind, they're going over to the main as well. Hey, just noticed the last kill was the first sub 3 minute. Amazing PB. Okay, it's been pretty much exactly 1 hour, and we've done 8 kills in 1 hour, and that's probably what we'll be expecting this whole time whenever we do Vorkath, at least with this setup. 8 kills per hour, so pretty much the same as Zora, actually. Huh. Interesting how it works out. Probably because I don't have to do any farm runs after each kill. That's probably why I just drop stuff over to the main, whereas with Zora, it drops a lot of seeds. For those of you that haven't done or seen Vorkath, it does 6 hits and then alternates its 2 special attacks, which I'll quickly show. One is the acid pools, which you just try to not touch or else you take damage and Vorkath heals. Also, I try to heal up only during the specials, so I miss out on as little DPS as possible, because those are the times I wouldn't be doing damage anyways. And then the other special freezes you, and he summons a spawn, which does a lot of damage if it hits you, but you can guarantee to one-shot the spawn if you cast Crumble Undead on it. You can actually auto-cast Crumble Undead with the Slayer Staff, so all you have to do is swap to it and not actually click on your spellbook. And that change was added this last year that saves your attack style when you change weapons. However, I don't think I've seen it done with the Dust Staff, which doesn't auto-cast it, by the way. The reason I use the Dust Staff though is simply just to save inventory / bag space. Oh god. No, I can't do it. No way, we got dragon stones. I can finally make it glory. Okay, that was a good start. Kind of. Oh fuck. No. Okay, well, that's enough trying that. I thought I could learn. Well, let's just finish up these 50 kills. I should really learn on the main. It's not necessarily the cost that's really annoying. It's more of like having to get all the items back and regroup everything. And plus the limited inventory, you know, when I mess up, I do have to eat a bunch of food. I don't have that much food on me, so maybe one day I'll learn on the main, but yeah, I will not try to learn on the UIM, not this mechanic of this boss at least. It's nice to have footage though, so I can analyze it and see where I went wrong, but yeah, I'm not gonna bother and stress myself out about learning it, especially when I would say we're almost done, but we'll see how I'm feeling once we get to 50, because I do really want to get that dragon plate skirt. Ooh, new PB, 233. Very, very lucky hits. Oh no, that's the wrong dragon plate thing, but that's a really good alch though. It's really, really good. I saw the dragon and got me hyped for a second. Gets me hopeful though. Never had any dragon plate legs on the account, so let's take a look at that very quickly. Looking like an absolute champion now. Yes, we got it. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so lucky. That's so lucky. We got it. We could finally get rid of that freaking dragon chain body we've been holding on to forever. I can't believe how lucky we got. 1 out of 75. We got that 42 KC. It was literally the last kill before bed too. I am still going to go to bed though. I'll see you back in the morning and we'll build that stash unit. Oh, I'm so relieved. Look at this sexy beast. Going from one skirt to another skirt. Good morning! So, for the stash unit, besides the dragon chain body and the dragon plate skirt, we also need climbing boots and the bull roarer, which is from after Legends quest you get from the Karazi jungle. Okay, so apparently to get the bull roarer, we have to get an Umli wrap and trade that to one of the foresters in the jungle. So let's go figure out how to make an Umli wrap, which I probably did a long time ago for the diary. Okay, Umli killed and meat acquired. Then we need to shake a palm tree and get a leaf. Yeah, okay, cool. And then we combine these together. Now we just have to cook it. Please don't burn. Hey. Hello, Mr. Forester. Take my wrapped meat. Thank you. Okay, so the stash unit is in the watchtower, so let's teleport there. And where is it? Is that it? The master clue stash. Let's build it. And then take your clothes off. Oh, here we go, dude. We've been holding on to this Dragon Chain body since July 23rd, 2019, just to give you a time frame on how long that's been. I cannot believe that just happened. Freaking Dragon Chain body from Dust Devils. That's that's 1 out of 32,768. We do need that for a stash unit. So let's finally store that away and free up that bag space. Oh, wait, I have to do it again. Okay, and we'll finally free up that bag space. That feels it's freaking fantastic, man. This is why I love UIM. Just no one else on any other kind of account would give a crap about that, but on the UIM, that's so satisfying. All right, let's get everything set up so we can go back to Vorkath now. Let's get to 50 KC and we'll get the head, unless we get before then. One last little tip I want to show before we wrap up this last hour of Vorkath is that usually I keep my run off so I'm ready for the acid phase, but if you walk during the fireball attack, you lose a hit with the blowpipe. But you can actually hold down control to run, so in this little clip right here, you can see my run is off, but I still ran, and that's because I held down control. My fingers are on the F keys, but I use the pad below my pinky to hold down control when I need to run. Ooh, love these elks. Okay, so I figured out how to do like a budget Wooks walk. I don't know, I guess like the lazy way or something, where it's a bit slower as you can see, but at least it's better than just walking. To get the timing right, what I do is I wait until I see the XP drop or until I see my character raise the blowpipe, and then I click to start walking back. And it seems to be working. Maybe this is like a good way to learn how to Wooks walk. It's like the beginner baby steps, taking off the training wheels kind of deal, but it's kind of fun doing this, and it's nice seeing like a little bit extra DPS this way. There we go, kill number 50 for the guaranteed head. There it is, Vorkath's head. Thank frick that that's a thing that you actually get on the 50th kill no matter what, because we could have been here for a very long time, but yeah, let's go over back to Ava and we'll make the assembler. Yo, what's good, Ava? What you got for me? Let's see the assembler. Look at that. It's beautiful. Ooh, alright, well, now that we have the assembler, that is an untradeable item, meaning that we can't put it in the looting bag, so that will be in the inventory for a while, because I'll be keeping it on us. Probably throughout doing Hydra as well, which we still have to get a couple more Slayer levels for that. I think we'll just be doing range through Slayer until we get 99 range. So we will have this on us for a very long time. This is a new permanent inventory item to have. There's only two ways to store an assembler. The first way is with the Slayer helm. You can store a Vorkath head in the Slayer helm if you unlock the recolor for the blue helm. And then you can always take the Vorkath head out and then make the assembler. You can't put the assembler into the Slayer helm, only the Vorkath's head. So if we do get another Vorkath head ever, we could just unlock the recolor for that. And then the second way you can store the assembler is by attaching the assembler to a max cape to make the assembler max cape, and you can store that in the POH. But unfortunately, that is something that we'll never have on this account. Once we get 99 range, we can use a Vorkath's head on the range cape, and that will increase the ammo saving effect from 72% to 80%, but it's still quite a bit of ways away. We're only 87 range right now. So we will eventually have to go back for a second head. You can't use the assembler for that range cape perk, it has to be the head. As per usual, you know I like taking a look at the high scores. There's only 135 UIMs with the Vorkath KC that are on the high scores right now, and our ranking, well, at least once we log off, our ranking will be 79. But it's so funny if you look at all the people who have exactly 50 KC. Like, look at that, there's legit so many people that just stopped right at 50 KC. So I think what I want to do is we'll do 1 or 2 more kills just to get like some easy free ranks, and then we'll call it with Vorkath. But yeah, let's just do that real quick. Okay, 52 seems like a pretty good stopping point. Let me check the blowpipe real quick, see how many charges and darts we went through. Okay, so we went through about 1,600 darts and about 4K scales, which is actually quite a bit less than I was expecting. Oh, actually, let's show all the loot that I got on the main as well. I didn't drop all the things over, but I guess here's the total loot tracker from 50. I guess one of the kills wasn't tracked. Wait, the kill with the dragon plate skirt was the one that wasn't tracked. That's weird, but yeah, I guess 6.71 mil, which is about 131k per kill on average in terms of GE value. Okay, so it looks like I ended up dropping over about 3.2 mil worth of loot to the main. There's just really no use for this. I could get so much better crafting XP at charter ships, as well as make better money doing other methods besides like wasting time tanning all these hides. But yeah, 3.2 mil. That's going into the UIM tab, which I will show and we'll do a video on one day. TM. Okay, our Vorkath rank is 84, and now once I log off, Let's refresh that. We are now rank 44. We just moved up 40 ranks. That's freaking awesome. Even though no one cares anyways about this irrelevant game mode. Now let's take a look at the XP we gained. I guess the most important one to take a look at is the range XP. In total, for 52 Vorkath kills, we got 177k range XP. Unfortunately, no level out of that. I'm sure we will get at least one, if not a couple range levels next video. We got 52k per XP. Oh, that actually works out really well. 1k per XP per kill, doing what I was doing at least. It's just the POH Ultra with no Marintil. And about 150k Koken XP. Yeah, I don't think any other skills are really relevant to show. In terms of GP from alkables, I think we made about 1 mil GP in total, which is less than I was expecting, but that's still a mil that we didn't have before, and of course that is going into the construction budget. I'd say my average kill time was probably about 3.5 minutes, but my PB was 2:33. And most kills, I didn't have to use any prayer pot. It was very, very rarely I had to use it, and that was if I had like a 4.5 minute kill or something. Now with the range pots, I didn't use range pots for Zora, and I'm very, very glad I saved them for Vorkath. It's a lot more important here than it would be for Zora. Actually, wait, I'm curious. If we look at my main stats and go down to the boss high scores, my Vorkath KC on there is 33, so I have more KC on this account now than my main. Yeah, I told you I don't have much experience on my main. I pretty much learned how to do Vorkath on this account. And most of those kills on the main, by the way, were from like when Dragon Slayer 2 first came out. Today, we managed to not only get head, but also the Dragon Plate skirt. And in the wise words of Sacha Baron Cohen, you could say today was great success. Now that we're well equipped with the assembler, next video, I want to start working on getting the mounted Xerix talisman for the POH. So that means it's time for shamans. And maybe, just maybe along the way, we could get a red boy. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.